Imagine renting out a home only to see police raiding it on TV. That happened to one Valley couple this morning when deputies busted a marijuana grow house in Ahwatukee. ABC 15's Navita Fergani, the only Valley reporter to talk to the woman who once called this pot house her home and is now renting it out. Navita?
Yes, Steve, she was completely blindsided, this poor lady, and this whole investigation started when DPS pulled her tenant over and they found pot inside his car. They decided to look into it further. They came over to where Johnny Lee rents, and as they walked up to this driveway, they could smell the marijuana reeking from the windows coming out. They just had no idea how much would be inside. Johnny Lee seemed like the perfect tenant.
We had that conversation 2 nights ago, how wonderful it is to have a renter that pays on time, that takes care of the home.
Marcy Bastion Sanchez found her tenant 14 months ago. He was referred by a reputable realtor in town.
And she said he'll never call. He'll be a great renter. In fact, you probably won't ever hear from him.
And she was right. Marcy never did. And the house looked fine from the outside.
We have driven by, we've looked at the backyard. There's a golf course right in back of this home. So, you know, everything looked fine and intact. You know, there was nothing for us to worry about.
Until today.
I felt sick, sick to my stomach. You know, this was our home at one time.
DPS showed up armed with guns and a search warrant.
It looked like a hydroponic forest. I mean, I don't know, it was completely covered in, you know, marijuana.
This is Marcy's old master bedroom. You can see the elaborate setup inside. It was used to grow more than 100 plants. The grow operation took over 2 bedrooms.
Aside from the view, I wouldn't recognize it. It's...
And semi-automatic guns were found inside the home. Now, Marcy tells me she's learned a lot from this. A couple things that she would have done differently was she would have done a background check on the tenant. She also would have made sure there was a clause in the lease which would have allowed her to come inside the home and inspect it anytime she wants, something that she recommends anyone who's renting to have. Steve?
Yeah, it's difficult to know who you're running to these days. Thanks so much, Navita.